Good evening, everyone. Welcome back, folks. Today is Sunday, January 15th, 2023. I'm your host, Samantha.
And Chris.
Back with another episode of MMTV. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Tonight, Chris will start off with a new original music video, and then we have Dakota with his segment known as the Questions of the Week.
I'm Dakota, and welcome back to week 3, question of the week. This week's question, what's your favorite board game?
What's your favorite board game?
Candyland.
What is your favorite board game?
Guess who?
What's your favorite board game?
I would say Trouble.
Why?
Just a lot of memories. I remember when I played with my brothers and
What's your favorite board game?
Sorry.
Why?
I don't know.
What's your favorite board game?
Battleship,
Why?
because it's war.
What's your favorite board game?
Clue.
Why?
It's tough and it's gotta use your mind.
What's your favorite board game?
Monopoly.
Why?
Because it exists.
What's your favorite board game?
My favorite board game is probably this game called Smash Up, or it would be Monopoly. Smash Up because it's a fun game. There's a lot of different variations you can play of it, and I'm better than my family at it. And then I also like Monopoly because I always cheat, and it's a lot of fun to watch people crumble.
What is your favorite board game?
I have to say my favorite board game is Monopoly.
What's your favorite board game?
Monopoly.
Why?
Just fun.
Favorite board game?
I'm very pristine man. I like my game. Final chess.
What is your favorite board game?
Monopoly.
Why?
Because it's fun because I win a lot and you get to get money and it's fun. So yeah.
What's your favorite board game?
My favorite board game is Candyland because I used to have a crush on the princess.
What's your favorite board game?
Clue.
Why?
Because I'm good at it.
What's your favorite board game?
I really like Monopoly. I have a 6-year streak that I have not had beaten by anybody and I'm very proud of that.
What's your favorite board game?
Sorry, SpongeBob Edition,
Why?
because SpongeBob, and I like that game because I'm mean.
What's your favorite board game?
Trouble.
Why?
Because you slap the middle part.
What's your favorite board game?
Oh jeez. I don't really play board games that often, but I think Monopoly would have to be my favorite.
What's your favorite board game?
I'd probably have to say Sorry,
Why?
because it's fun.
This has been week 3 of Question of the Week. Make sure to tune in next week for the next question.
There will be no school on Monday as we take a day in observance of the life of Dr. Martin Luther King, but then school will resume as normal on Tuesday. Next up, we have Ember and Remy take it away with Fake It Till You Bake It.
Welcome back to Fake It Till You Bake It
With Ember and Remy.
And this week we made caprese pizza.
I really like this pizza.
This is the taste test. We faked it.
And we baked it.
Come back next week for more.
We have very exciting news today. Monument will be hosting a group of French exchange students that will be coming the school week of January 30th. Please welcome them with open arms. We are surely excited to meet them all. Following the wonderful news, we bring wonderful segments. Next up, we dive into the world of missing people with Lexi, and then Gabe with the segment on historical subjects.
Hello, my name is Lexi, and this is Missing People, the segment where each week I'll report on a different person who's disappeared. This week we have Dorothy P. Goroshko, a white female who at the time of her disappearance on June 4th, 1975, was 40 years old, 5 feet 6 inches tall, and weighed 130 pounds. Dorothy lived in Brighton, Massachusetts with her 3 sons. On the evening of her disappearance, Dorothy had been drinking with girlfriends at the Penalty Box, a bar in Boston, Massachusetts. At the end of the night, Dorothy's friends reported that they said their goodbyes and nothing seemed wrong. There were reported sightings of Dorothy later that evening at 2 other bars in the area where she was noted to have been alone. At the time, Dorothy was dating John Bolton, a convicted felon with a violent history, which included, among other things, manslaughter of a 2-year-old girl who was the child of an ex-girlfriend. In recent years, Bolton, who maintains his innocence, has said that he was with Dorothy on the night of her disappearance. He states that after leaving the bar, the two went back up to Dorothy's house and broke up. Bolton states that he left Brighton's home and he walked to his family's home in Roslindale, Massachusetts. Dora followed in his car, yelled at him, and tried to hit him. He claims to have taken a shortcut to his house and never saw her again. And he isn't alone on this. No one has seen Dorothy or her vehicle since that night, and he was never deemed a suspect in her case. Dorothy's sons and the police believe that foul play is involved. If you have any information regarding her disappearance, please contact the Boston Police Department. Thank you for your time.
The end of the semester is quickly approaching. This Friday, January 20th, Make sure you get all those last-minute assignments in before the end. But in the meantime, we relax and experience art at its finest. Here's Apple with this week's speed drawing.
Project Connection has officially begun this past week, though it's never too late to join. The program will run through March 9th and has multiple classes that include Spartan Fit, Culinary, Art Club, Job Support, and more. Next up, Leo takes it away with his segment, Music Reviews, then shortly after, Ava shares the segment on the upcoming movies.
Hello, I'm your host Leo, and welcome to Gliz Town, aka It's Music, and today's a little bit of a special episode because today we're talking about The Queen is Dead by The Smiths. Who are The Smiths? I'll answer that one. The Smiths are a band from Manchester, I believe. They're four guys, four disco-adjacent pop-rock gentlemen. You got Morrissey, he's the annoying visionary one. You got Johnny Marr, he's the talented songwriter one. Jangly guitar guy, he's my favorite. You got Andy Rourke, who's the very skilled bassist who got a bad deal out of the ending lawsuits of the band. They make some pretty great music. Their sound is just, when they get in a room and play, just magic happens. They make some great stuff, even if it did not last very long. Why is The Queen is Dead? Why is The Queen is Dead good? Well, I'll tell you, the rest of the Smiths discography, other than Queen is Dead, is pretty great, but they're more of a song band, you know? I really like Hatful of Hollow, because that album is basically just a singles compilation of all the hits. It's not really greatest hits, because it was like the first thing they ever released, but it's got all the great songs on it. But the Queen is Dead is great, because it's the first real cohesive Smiths album. Meat is Murder is kind of like that, but the last song is so bad that I never want to really listen to it. The Queen is Dead. Every song is its own little thing. Every song fits into its own little piece of the puzzle, and it all makes up this really atmospheric, sort of punchy, post-punk, jangly kind of masterpiece, you know? You got the first song. Does it go on a little long? Yeah. Does the opening little sample skit thing go on a little long? Yeah. this song kicks ass. The lyrics have aged very well. R.I.P. Queen Lizzie, Queen Mum. After that, you got Frankly Mr. Shankly, which is kind of a faux ska song with a little Johnny Marr break in the middle of it. Awesome, love it. From here, we take a sharp decline into the feels section of the album with I Know It's Over. This song, when you're in the wrong state of mind, can really just kind of ruin your day and kind of make it way better at the same time. Very sad song, one of the saddest Smith songs. Here we have another big three. We got Cemetery Gates, Boy with a Thorn in His Side, Big Mouth Strikes Again. That last song, Boy with the Thorn in His Side, is one of the most beautiful depictions of the search for love as a young man I've ever heard. I don't know, this is a big lyrical standout. Good job, Moz. Great song. Then we got Vicar in a Tutu, which is a short little train beat country thing. I don't really know why that's here. And then we got There's a Light That Never Goes Out, probably the most iconic Smith song, most iconic lyrics song. Everything, jangle, everybody's at their absolute peak here. I wouldn't have a problem with people saying this is their favorite Smith song. I don't really agree, but you know. And then we end the album out with Some Girls Are Bigger Than Others. Such a weird song, such a weird little 2-minute song with really pretty guitar and kind of stupid lyrics, but it's fun, and that's the point. It's fun and kind of insightful and absurd. Queen is Dead. It's a pretty great album. It's very iconic, very, very beloved for good reason. It is the most cohesive Smiths album. If you want a Smiths album, listen to that one. Does it have the best Smiths songs? In my opinion, no. It has a lot of them, but not the absolute peak. I don't know. It's great. It's worth your time. Go listen to it. It's a classic.
Monument Spring performance dates are now announced. The Fiddler on the Roof will have 4 performances stretch out between March 30th and April 2nd. We will keep you informed as more information arises. Next up, Hyatt takes over with his segment, The Short Skit, that Emmett shares with us this week's video game.
Hi guys. So once again, I don't know what to do. Kind of trapped out here in the snow. So I think it's time we bring out my old fun, my old friend, my old fun friend. TV in a box! Hey everyone, my name's Duke Badukin, and Duke Padukin, as you know, one of the craziest stunt performers of all time. And I know exactly what the people want. So I'm gonna perform the craziest stunt known to man. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Well, that was crazy. I almost died. Wow, that was incredible. That was incredibly insane. That was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my entire life. Thank you for watching the Duke Padukin channel. Let's go! Signs. Everyone knows what they are, but nobody knows how to use them. Hi, my name is Sign Tin Structure, and I know exactly how to use signs. It's crazy, I know, but it's true. Signs have been around since the early 2000 BC, when Neanderthals needed a way to label their berry storages. They put a little piece of dirt in the ground. That's it. It was just a piece of dirt. I don't know where I was going with that one. Anyways, they put a piece of dirt in the ground to label their berry storage. And that is the first usage of the sign. Signs have always meant to distinguish something about the world. Because the world, it's a crazy place, and we always need signage. That's why you should call me, Sign Tin Structure, to instruct multiple signs around your place, like this wonderful one right here. You see this? No parking this side. You know what that means? You cannot park on this side. Isn't that crazy? I think so. I've been Sign Tin Structure. Call me at this number down below, and you'll be able to reach me 24 hours a day, unless on Wednesdays. That's when I cry. Hello, everyone. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm the greatest fighter in the world. Blankens, otherwise known as the Triple B Blake. I'm here to show you how to fight, like with things like with this wonderful stick. Okay, pretend that this here is our dummy, right? I didn't have the budget to get a normal dummy. I'm sorry, Triple B Blake does not make enough money for that, buddy. Anyways, you'll take this stick and you'll go like this. Yeah. And that's how the Triple B Blake fights. Come back next time for a bit more Triple B Blake action.
Too busy to attend Monuments home games? If so, I have a solution for you. You can stream the sports games live through a link found on Student Square. Now, Natalie takes us away to the destination of the week. Then, when we return, Emma will give us the weekly weather forecast as well as the MMRHS lunch menu.
Thanks, Emma, for rounding off tonight. Sadly, this brings us to the end of this week's edition. Thank you all for joining us this evening. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel. This has been your host,
Samantha
and Chris.
Have a good night, everyone.